MACD is one of the most popular indicators that traders use, and in this video, I'll show you how to turn MACD into a simple and powerful buy and sell signal indicator that actually works. So you can spot strong buy and sell signals in any market using just one simple tool. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I post trading strategies and indicators that actually make sense without overcomplicating things. So if that sounds like something you're into, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. The MACD or Moving Average Convergence Divergence is one of the most widely used indicators in technical analysis. It's a momentum and trend following indicator that helps traders identify potential trend reversals and momentum shifts. It's made of three components. The MACD line, which is the difference between a fast EMA and a slow EMA. Typically this is the 12-period EMA minus the 26-period EMA. The signal line, which is a 9-period EMA of the MACD line itself. And finally histogram, which simply shows the difference between the MACD line and the signal line. When the MACD line is above the signal line, the histogram is positive and green, and when it's below, the histogram is negative and red. You can think of MACD as a way of comparing short-term momentum with the long-term momentum. When the short-term trend starts to outperform the long-term trend, that's usually when a cross happens, and potentially a signal. All of these values, the fast EMA, slow EMA, and signal EMA, are customizable in TradingView, so you can adapt MACD to fit different asset classes. Now let's talk about how we actually get buy and sell signals from the MACD. One of the most common methods is using crossovers, that is, watching when the MACD line crosses the signal line. A buy signal happens when the MACD line crosses above the signal line. This shows increasing bullish momentum. A sell signal happens when the MACD line crosses below the signal line, indicating that bearish momentum is starting to take over. But not all crosses are equal. A powerful way to make these signals more meaningful is by considering the zero line, the center line of the MACD. When a bullish crossover happens below the zero line, it's often a signal that momentum is reversing from a very weak or oversold position. When a bearish crossover happens above the zero line, it often shows the bullish trend is losing steam and may start reversing. This context adds a lot of meaning to the same signal. A crossover by itself can happen at any time, but combining it with the position of the MACD line relative to the zero line tells you when that crossover might really matter. But even with that, our MACD crossovers happen a lot, and not all of them are useful, especially in sideways or consolidating markets. We even get a lot of false signals which are in the opposite direction of the bigger trend. For example, we are in an uptrend and MACD keeps giving sell signals. So the MACD can produce a lot of false signals. This is where adding a trend filter can save us. One of the simplest and most effective filters is a long-term moving average, like the 200 EMA. We only take buy signals when the price is above the 200 EMA. This means we are already in an uptrend and buying aligns with momentum. And we only take sell signals when the price is below the 200 EMA. This means we are in a downtrend and selling aligns with the broader direction. This filtering approach isn't just about avoiding bad trades. It's about only participating when the conditions are favorable. It keeps you from buying into the weakness or selling into the strength. So in this video, we are going to create a custom TradingView indicator that gives buy and sell signals using MACD crossovers, filtered by trend. Simple, effective, and highly customizable. Now let's go and build this beautiful indicator. So here in TradingView, if we want to create indicators, we need to go to the Pine editor, which is right here. And we have to click Create New Indicator. If you've never used PineScript before, don't worry. It's TradingView's built-in language that lets you turn any idea into an indicator. Now I'll write this indicator real quick, and right after that, I'll walk you through every single line so you know how exactly it works and you can change or customize it later if you want. Now let me briefly explain this code so you can understand it better. First, we have the indicator function, and in that we have two arguments. The first argument is the title of the indicator, and the next argument is overlay equal to true, and by that we say that we want our indicator to plot in the chart and not in a separate pane. After that, we have the inputs for the MACD indicator, and next we have the input for the length of the EMA. In the next lines, we calculate the MACD and the EMA indicators with the inputs that we have. And after that, we define the buy and sell condition. So for the buy condition, we want the MACD line to cross over the signal line, and we want that to happen below the zero line, and the price should be above the EMA. And for the sell signal, we want the MACD line to cross under the signal line, below the MACD indicator zero line, and the price should be below the EMA. Next, we use plot shape to draw the signals on the chart, and we can plot the EMA also. Now, once we're done with that, we can hit Command S or Control S on Windows in order to save the indicator. We need to save the indicator. Here you can see that the indicator is saved, and we can add this indicator to our chart by clicking this. So now you can see that our indicator is plotted in our chart. Now you can go to the setting of this indicator and change the inputs that we provided for the indicator. So you can change the fast lengths, the slow lengths, the MACD signal smoothing, the MACD source, or the EMA lengths. So for example, I can change the EMA lengths from 200 to 300. And now you can see the signals are modified. You can play around with different inputs of this indicator to match your trading strategy. So that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.